All right, we are back with a more of a serious video message to our friend Devon McClellan, aka the Perfect Citizen. Jonas, what has happened today? Some big things have happened today.
I was at work when I received the shocking news that our friend, the Perfect Citizen, was exposed.
Yeah.
So
it's
hard to take in right now.
It sure is. Devon, what happened? Like what has happened in the?
I've finally been exposed. You know, I'm finally paying the price for what I do online. And Dan Sobel has revealed my full name, Devon McClellan, to the world.
Oh my god! Oh my god! How did he not know your name?
I don't know, man. I don't know. I told him I told him my name. I told him that I was a perfect citizen. And then it's just like now it's like, wait a minute. I think I know who this guy is. It's just okay. Yeah, I told you back in August of 2024 exactly who I was.
Whoa, so wait a minute. All right. Did you just wake up this morning and then boom, there's a message for it? Or there's a video about you? Is that what happened?
I woke up, went to work, and I got a text message from my good buddy, the real MRB. He's an OG, and he texted me. He's like, look what Dan sent. Look what Dan just made about you, and I'm just laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass off. It's just unreal. This is what I've been wanting since I started making videos on these guys. I want them to respond. But none of them have. None of them have said anything. I don't know. Like I thought Dan knew that I was the perfect citizen, that Devon McClellan was the perfect citizen. And I was wondering why he was talking to me, why he was communicating with me, and why he wasn't responding. Like why he wasn't calling me out. And I guess this is it. He just had no idea.
That's kind of shocking because you've done an interview with him. I mean, like, we do interviews as well. And the first thing we do when we do interviews is we actually tell the people who they're going to talk to. You know what I mean? Like, we're the friendly men. You're going to talk to either James or Jonas or my brother. You know, so it's kind of strange for me to hear that he didn't know who you were. And you talked to him for a long time.
Well, when I interviewed him, it was an Instagram live that he was doing, you know, on his own, and I joined the Instagram live, and I'm like, after months of trying to get an opportunity where it's just me and him in a call, so I could ask him questions, I was like, okay, this is my opportunity. I pulled up my question sheet and I just started asking questions that I wrote like 4 months prior for him. So it wasn't actually like an arranged interview or anything.
Jonas, what are your thoughts on that? Our poor boy Devon has been exposed by the big man Dan Sobel.
I'm just shocked. Like I could have never seen this coming. So, it's very interesting how this happened and what exactly caused this. Was it the videos?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why now?
Yeah, exactly. That one video that he talks about in his exposing video, I posted that I think more than a month ago. It was the like the Dan Sobel update video. I think it was more than a month ago. So, I don't know. I guess he just never got around to watching it, and now he finally got 8 minutes into the video or whatever it was and saw me on that call with him, and he's like, "Oh, I remember that guy."
Yeah, I guess things are sort of collecting in his head, you know.
Yeah, it's a slow process in his head, I guess.
And he's got to act on it fast.
Yeah, exactly. But did he? Wait, do you guys know he took down the video? He took down the exposing video.
He did?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's down.
No
Oh yeah.
shit.
Yeah, it's down. Yeah.
No shit. So, like, when did he do?
What's that?
When did he take it down? Do you know?
I think I heard that he took it down at like around 5 p.m. But he could have even taken it down before then. And he posted it at like 9 a.m.
What?
Eastern time.
Now, what made you think? Why would he have done that? Do you think like people were just calling him out, or did he get embarrassed? Like, what was the purpose of him taking it down?
I have no idea. I honestly have no idea. I think there was some troll posting in his comment section after he posted that video. I can't remember what he was saying, but it was something foolish. Actually, it was something kind of funny. Damn it! I can't. You know what? I can't remember, so I'm not even gonna try to.
Well, I have a question.
Yeah.
I guess this question I should have asked this right off the bat before we took this nosedive. But what'd you have for dinner?
Okay. I actually didn't eat dinner until 5 minutes ago, and I don't even know what I ate. I just ate a piece of meat that was in the fridge. I don't even know what it was, to be honest.
Perfect.
Well, speaking of which, one of your old.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jones. Please.
We've got Chabot in the house with us. He's roaming around the comment sections. I know he likes to talk about his dinner. So I'd like to ask him, what did he have for dinner? I'll tell y'all what I had for dinner. I had some leftover beef stroganoff that I made yesterday.
Oh,
nice.
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great.
Hey, Mormo Zion's going to share it on LinkedIn. Thank you, Mormo. But listen, this is big news. This just dropped. Your response video, I thought, was very, very good. And I like that you grounded this poor guy for 1,000 years. Why 1,000 years? Why did you reach so high?
Well, I think that's low. Most of the time, it's much more than 1,000 years. I was being realistic. Most of the time, it's millions of years. I'm like, you know what? He doesn't deserve millions of years.
You're being fair.
I was being fair, yeah. I was being fair.
That's true. And that, it takes a lot. It takes a lot of a person to be fair with, to be fair after somebody has exposed you and blocked you. So,
yeah,
I mean, credit to you, man, really.
The blocking,
all the power to you.
The blocking is what really got to me.
Yeah. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do what you did.
Hurt my gut.
Mean, like, are you going to plan on getting some therapy after the block has occurred, or?
I don't know. I gotta. It's sent me into such a low point that it's like I can already feel the depression coming on from Dan Sobel blocking me.
Sure.
He's not gonna talk to me anymore. He's not my friend anymore. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to go to church or something.
Unless he unblocks you and you become friends again, which that'll probably never happen.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen at this point.
So.
No. Now, I say we should reach out to a guy who has been blocked many, many of times. Let's hear how he deals with it. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Okay.
Hey, everybody.
Hey. Anthony, it's a very somber day for the perfect citizen.
I'm so sorry. I saw the video.
Can you believe that, Anthony?
I cannot believe that.
This guy's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, he is. I'm dealing with enough toxic people as it is.
Yeah.
Now, Anthony, here's the question for you. How do you handle it when people unblock you? How do you
ignore them? Just ignore them.
Just ignore them?
Yeah.
Really?
I had a good day myself. I had to do some errands. I had Wendy's. I had a sandwich.
That's great.
Is that what you had for dinner? What about dinner? Let's talk dinner.
I had sandwich and Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Nice.
All
right. Now, is that what are you implying that Devon should eat something similar after he's just being blocked for the first time?
Wow. Well, I'm so sorry for you, buddy.
It's pretty bad, man. It's pretty
You
bad.
make me feel better, Anthony. You make me feel better.
Thank
Wait,
you.
have you been blocked by Dan Sobel, Anthony?
Well, we're talking about what happened to my friend today. Well. Look at that. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm just. It's just very good. Next week, I'm meeting Kristen Ritter.
That's great. Now, Anthony, can you answer his questions? Have you been blocked by Dan Sobel before?
No.
Oh, you haven't.
I haven't.
You're still on good terms with Dan Sobel.
I haven't spoken to him.
You don't talk to him, okay?
Dan Sobel.
Yeah. Well,
No. Dan Sobel. I don't know Dan Sobel, unfortunately.
you don't know him? Okay.
I don't know him. Seriously.
Now, has anybody unblocked you in the future, Anthony? Has like
No.
nobody has unblocked you?
They're just asking me a question.
Why? Tell them to find out themselves. Why are they so nosy?
I'm sorry. So what's the question you asked me?
What? Oh, we just lost Devon. So
We just lost him. Reception.
Yeah, well, our friend Devon, he got blocked, so he's
yeah, our friend Devon got blocked today, so he's pretty emotional.
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, he's
Hey,
all right.
he's back.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My audio was getting effed up.
Are you
I don't know what's
outside?
happening.
Are you outside, Devon?
No, does it
What's the
sound like
question
it?
you asked me?
No, I just figured you were like, on a jog or something.
What's the question you
No.
asked me? I couldn't hear you.
No, we were just asking about your food today, Anthony.
Oh, food. Oh, okay. I had Wendy's for lunch, and for dinner I had lettuce and tomatoes.
Perfect.
Yeah, I was trying to get the heroes, but these kids took it.
They took it.
What do they take from you?
The hero sandwich. It was a store that was out of subs.
2009.
I see. So, well, hey, Anthony, this has been great. Thank you so much for your
Thank you.
words of
Thank you.
wisdom, buddy.
And he's
Yep.
out.
And he's out. Yep. So, seems like someone next to him wasn't really kind to our questions, I would say.
Yeah.
Was that his mom?
I believe it was, yeah. So, she's got a good point, though. Why don't you just look for yourselves? I mean,
yeah, honestly.
Oh, wait. I couldn't hear anything she was saying. What was she saying?
well, we asked, has anyone blocked you, and then unblocked you? And she goes, why are they asking you that question? They could see for themselves.
Yeah, something along the lines, yeah.
And then Anthony was like, hey, and then that's when you left. And then he turned to them and he goes, we just lost him.
Oh, what the?
So, yeah, I mean, this is we just got an unsub last week ourselves, So I don't think he's blocked us, but he unsubbed to us.
Oh,
so we haven't been blocked yet. But tell us what kind of emotions you're feeling right now, Devon.
Yeah, I'm feeling despair. I'm feeling just a lot of sadness from being blocked. But before I knew I was blocked, I was feeling good. I was feeling good that Dan Sobel made an exposed video on me. This is like I said, this is what I've been waiting for.
Sure.
But it's a roller coaster of emotions.
Why do you think it took so long for them to make a first video about you?
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know why none of them have mentioned The Perfect Citizen before. I've never heard them say that name, like Dan Sobel, Ben Lucero. I've never heard any of them say it. So I don't know why they waited so long. I kind of feel like I kind of feel like it's not their domain, like they're so like crazy and aggressive with their own people, with people in their own community. They make angry message videos, they make grounded videos, they make all kinds of stuff.
Grounded videos.
Yeah.
but they know what they're dealing with. They know that they know who the other person is. They've had calls with them before. The Perfect Citizen for a long time was faceless. You know, there was no one behind it. They didn't know who it was. They don't know what they're dealing with. So it could have been a little bit intimidating for them. Just some guy pops out of nowhere, makes a 10-minute video on them, a quote unquote hit piece. They don't know what to do. They just gotta, keep quiet. That's their logic. So that's my theory.
All right, Mormo. I hope you're having a good dinner. Hope it's a delicious one. Mormo, the link is in the description if you want to come live with us. But okay, back to what you're saying. I think I think you're absolutely right. I think in this community, they just kind of like hating each other. They don't really like going outside of that community that they know. Because if you look back, there's like, for example, in your Andy Ho video, right? They're complaining about Greg Heffley UTTP. And then I looked on someone else's community tab the other day, and they're still complaining about Greg Heffley UTTP.
Yeah.
Greg Heffley UTTP. They still hate him, but they keep trolling him, and they keep trolling back. I think you're right. I don't think they like going outside of the world that they are not familiar with.
Yeah, they keep to what they know, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense. Until they know Jonas. I mean, Jonas could be next too. This is the thing is we don't know. We could be next for making this video. People could be cutting clips. Dan Sobel could hate the friendly men. Could hate Jonas even more because he's the handsome one.
I never know.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible at this point. Jonas, are you ready to be blocked?
I'm ready to be blocked. Yeah.
If you guys were to have a feud with any physical media member, who would you want it to be?
That's a great question. That's a scary question.
Well, I guess you could say, definitely not the guy that we're having a current feud with because I just don't care what he says. But if you're asking me, if I had to choose anyone, 100% Corey Jonathan Attard.
Yeah, that's a good one. I have to agree with that. Now, I definitely wouldn't want to be blocked by Chabot. Never.
No, definitely not.
No, I love Chabot.
Yeah, I think Corey Jonathan Attard would be just every video that he would just. And I hope he would punch something like a mattress or a table. Like.
So you want to see the feuds? You want to see the rage?
I kind of would, but I'd also be intimidated. You know what I mean?
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I don't know. Now, I think those videos are going to be coming probably to you. Are you ready for it?
Oh, I'm geared up, man. I've got grounded videos loaded. I'm ready to go.
Grounded videos loaded. That's awesome.
No, let me ask you this. I hope Dan Sobel watches your recent videos and responds. I hope he's watching us right now. I mean, there's 3 people watching us right now. We don't know who they are. Maybe could be Dan. Could be Dan. Dan, if you are here, write a message in the comments and express how you feel. Because I like to hear from Dan as well. Let me ask you this. If you ever had the opportunity, would you ever do a session with Dan and yourself and discuss these things at a different manner?
Oh, yeah, in a heartbeat. Yeah. That's what I wanted at the start. I actually tried to arrange an interview with him, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. And then he left me on red. So, but yeah, I'd love to do that. I would even meet up with Dan. I would go to New York where he lives and go hang out with him. I like Dan Sobel. He's not a bad guy.
Did you hear that, people? He likes Dan Sobel. All right, Sir Calvin, the filmmaker here. Oh, they are feeling it, Devon. Oh my goodness. The drama is through the chats right now.
Yeah.
Oh my God. There's Sir Calvin right there. Calvin.
What's up, Sir Calvin? Good to see you there.
That's another guy you did a video about. What was that like? Dan is going crazy.
Oh no. Sir Calvin, spill the beans, man. What's going on with Dan?
Calvin, didn't Calvin say he would go live with us the next time, right?
He sure did.
Calvin, come on the live if you want. Come on the live and let's hear what's going on.
Yeah, he
Calvin,
sure did. Yeah, he sure did say that. Yeah.
It's in the chat. You're more than welcome to come live. We would love to hear your start. Love to hear what you know. So he said, Dan is going crazy.
Sir Calvin, please, if you can, archive what he's doing right now.
Dan just sent me a message about you, Devon.
Oh my gosh.
Jonas, it's getting hot. It's getting hot, man.
Uh-oh.
I am feeling it right now.
Ooh.
Devon, Calvin, what can you tell us about these messages? Like, in retrospect, what do you think, Jonas? This is pretty serious stuff. This is right now.
This is happening
Dan
right
Sobel
now.
could be watching this right now.
He is. I mean, this is really, part of it's in Sir Calvin's hands now because he's juggling it right now. He's got both of us.
You're in the middle. You're in the middle, Sir Calvin.
Yeah,
you're in the middle between Dan and the Perfect Citizen right now.
Yeah.
But don't feel pressured,
Don't feel pressured. Yeah. Like I said, Jonas and I, we have nothing to really say about Dan just by watching your videos. I'm sure he's an interesting, nice guy, and that's fine. We respect that. But man, like you really, Devon McClellan, how do you say it, Jonas?
McClellan, yeah.
McClellan.
I'm not gonna hold that against him. That it's kind of a weird last name, so. But yeah, okay. What does he say? Oh no, he's cutting ties with me. Dan Sobel just cutted ties with me.
No, why would he?
When we decided to go live tonight with the Perfect Citizen, this was not the outcome that we were hoping for.
No, we were hoping to make some connections. We were hoping to bring you guys back together. Now, let me ask you this, Devon. Hold on, wait. There's more.
Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh no!
Crazy!
Oh no!
Fuck!
Whoa!
Calvin, please tell him that this is getting out of hand. Please.
This is unnecessary. This is overkill.
Calvin, send him the link right now to this live session, and let's hear Dan in the comment section. Would you please do that, Calvin? Please, because maybe Dan has a lot to say, and I would love to hear Dan. I would love to listen to Dan. Actually,
this is an open floor. There's no one's biased here.
Yeah, I would completely agree.
Yeah,
Jonas, we're the friendly men. We want to bring people together, not separate.
Exactly, and
right?
that's what we do best. At least that's what I hope. That's what we try to do, right? We're the friendly men.
Yeah, we don't have that name for nothing, right? We're not called the bastard men, the angry men.
No,
you guys are unifiers.
That's right.
We're not we don't wish people unfriendly birthdays. Oh, he just told Dan that you're live right now. And
you're the best, Calvin.
Thank you so much, Calvin. Now, Jonas, I want you to send a message to Dan Sobel right now because he could be here. There are 3 people watching us. Now, we just got a new viewer. If Dan Sobel is watching this right now, what would you say to him, Jonas?
I want to know what's up. I mean, express yourself, man. This is an open floor. There's no enemies here. We're here to unify and be friendly.
Sure. Now we have 5 people. The view count has just went up a lot. Dan, if you listen, I think Dan is a lovable guy. I think he's very friendly. He seems very kind-hearted.
Now, I mean, now, Devin, you still like Dan, right?
I love Dan. I love Dan, and I agree with you. He's very kind-hearted. But sometimes you just gotta put these guys in their place. You can't be walked all over.
Sure.
And it's like tough love. I do love Dan, but it's tough love.
Yeah, totally.
Now, how did you connect with Dan? Was it through Discord or was it through the Instagram? How did you connect with him?
I connected with Dan through one of the members from my server who I met very early on. His name is Nico, and he's been a great help. He's a moderator in my server as well, but he connected me to Dan. He got me in a call with Dan, and that was in a Google Meets call, classic Google Meets call, and I waited for everyone to leave the call, so it was just me and Dan. So I had a little bit of a one-on-one conversation, and it was good. What did Calvin say here?
So Jones, it's to Jonas. Jonas, that's to you.
He says, "Well, Jonesy, you got to hear Dan's side. He's upset that a video was made out of him. He thinks the perfect citizen hates him.
I don't hate you, Dan.
I wouldn't think the perfect citizen hates anybody that he makes a video about.
I don't.
I mean, you really think about it, it's recognition.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, I would love to talk to Dan right now. I want to hear him out. I want to hear everything he has to say. And I would love to give him a moment to express himself. Like I said, Dan, if you're out there, I think you're a fun guy. I love your dancing videos. You're spreading positive energy. You're teaching us about sparkles and My Little Ponies, a world that I've never been invested in. And Dan, look, man, the floor is yours. If you want to come on and discuss this in a nice, orderly manner,
a friendly manner,
yes, absolutely. Devin, there's probably a good chance that Dan is watching us right now. If there's a message you would like to say to him, the floor is yours, buddy.
Dan, unblock me, man. We can still be friends. We just need to talk. We can sort this out. Okay? That's my message to Dan Sobel.
Now, Dan knows how he can contact you, correct?
Oh, yeah. He can contact me directly. He has my Instagram. He has my Facebook. I have a Facebook account. Dan is my only friend on Facebook, or at least he was. So now I have 0 friends on my Facebook account. No! He was my only friend.
It just gets worse and worse. Jonas, he has no friends on his Facebook account. What do you have to say about that?
I think that's unfortunate, and no man deserves that.
It's hard. Yeah, I agree.
That's rough.
Man.
I mean, that's
heartbreaking.
I would say that's overkill. You gotta have some compassion for one another. Don't leave a friend with 0 friends on Facebook.
Yeah,
you can't do that.
Not even a bot.
Not even a bot.
Not even a bot. 0 friends.
Not even one of those sexy bots that everybody gets friend requests from. Wow. Well, I will say this. Since Calvin wants to be your friend. Oh,
okay. Calvin, I tried to make a new Facebook account, by the way, and it kept blocking. Facebook kept blocking the new account. But I do have that main Facebook account under my real name, and Dan Sobel was my only friend. But yeah, sorry.
Oh, well, it's hey, we're here for you, man.
I mean,
Cal,
I mean, I just hope you can rest easy and sleep well tonight, dude. I mean, I know it's been kind of a rough day and all that shit. So,
sure.
I
Yeah.
hope so as well.
as much as we're trying to steer the boat towards the sunrise, it's just not happening the way we want it to happen, unfortunately.
Sounds like a
Yeah.
tornado's right in front of that sunlight, you know.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got us here. We're always here. Sir Calvin is here too.
Sir Calvin's
So,
here as well.
Guys, we got 5 new viewers, 4 new viewers, so it's going up and down. If there's anybody that would like to talk to Devon right now about this issue, the link is in the chat.
yeah, we're open. Yeah, we're open for everyone's hot takes. So,
Wait a minute. Oh, that happens to
don't
me
hold back.
and Nick Moon. I'm not familiar with these 2 guys, Devon. What do you know about Chris Leon and Nick Moon?
I know them both. I don't know them personally. I've never spoken to Nick Moon. I've spoken to Chris Leon though, and Chris, he is a Dan Sobel hater. He's he's a big enemy of Dan Sobel. Chris has been exposing people in my server. He's been in and out of my server over the last few months, and he's a character in himself. We'll say that. As for Nick Moon, he always just kind of lingers in the background. I don't know much about Nick Moon.
All right, well, that makes perfect sense. So anybody, please, have you ever been blocked before, and how did you deal with it? Tell us in the comments. Now, Calvin said that's happened to him. What happened to you, Calvin? Can you express yourself a little bit in the chat, or would you like to come live with us? If Dan Sobel, if you are out there, you are more than welcome to come here and tell us your side of the story. We will respect you. We will listen to you. You're free to talk. Well, we have 6 people, guys, so it's the viewership's going up. So people want to know what happened to the Perfect Citizen.
Yeah, and thanks for everyone, for coming.
Yeah, I would appreciate it too at the last minute.
Thanks to everybody.
Yeah. Now, Devon, do you think you're going to be able to sleep well tonight, or you're going to have some nightmares? Or
Yeah, I don't know. I've been thinking about that. I don't know what my sleep will be like tonight. I'd imagine it would be a struggle.
100%. What's going to be the hardest part about your sleep tonight?
The constant thoughts of Dan Sobel, the fever dreams Dan Sobel in my head, constantly blocking me, pressing that block button over and over and over and over, waking up in the middle of the night, terrors, terrible
cold sweats.
Cold sweats. I don't know. This is what I fear.
Yeah, my heart bleeds for you, man.
Sleep paralysis, where Dan Sobel is in my room.
Sleep paralysis. Oh, even worse, dude.
This is what I fear.
You can't move. You can't move. You can't scream. You're held down, and there's Dan Sobel in the corner of your bedroom in the shadows, just staring you down. With his phone, pressing that block button,
blocking me over and over and over again. Yeah.
You know what would make the Perfect Citizen feel better, Calvin? If you come and talk to him right now. If you can come on this, I'm sorry that Dan treated you horribly. Calvin. I don't know if he treated the Perfect Citizen horribly. I just think there was some miscommunication between.
There was some miscommunication. Yeah, I wouldn't say horribly. He wasn't horrible. He wasn't terrible. It was miscommunication.
And
You're absolutely right, James.
And Dan was so kind enough to speak with you, to give you his time, and to teach you that dance that you showed on your YouTube channel. Such a beautiful dance. Oh, Dan Sobel is here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness.
No, Dan.
Then I did the right
Dan,
thing.
we can come to an understanding. Can we wait, James? Could you read that for the
Sure.
audience?
I'm sure. I'll give it to Jonas. Jonas has got a better mic. Go ahead, Jonas, please.
All right. Devon McClellan, I did the right thing to expose you for making the Perfect Citizen account, as well as documentary videos, and also grounded threats don't work, which proves you're a go kid.
A go kid. A go kid.
Dan,
Okay.
we can come to an understanding, man. Please unblock me. I'm not a go kid, okay? The grounded threat was made as a
Sir Calvin has
response.
just came. Yes.
Sir Calvin is here.
Thanks for coming, man.
Thank
Thanks
you,
for coming,
sir.
Sir Calvin.
I don't know why Dan got me involved with this.
Oh
Okay.
man.
All right. Well, Dan, listen, Dan, if you're still here, please come and talk to us. Don't be scared. We will respect you. We will respect.
We will let you talk, Dan.
We will let
talk.
Dan talk.
Okay.
Yes. We will
Well-
certainly. Yeah. Please, Calvin, the floor is yours.
Well, he did just said something in the comic section.
Correct.
Wait a minute. When I saw the videos of you and Dan going off on each other, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Dan did what?
Yeah. Yeah. I know it's kind of interesting behavior,
It is.
but I still I don't think of Dan on bad terms, you know. I'm not on bad terms with Dan.
What about me?
No, absolutely not you. No. Definitely not you.
You see, Dan? Do you hear
I'm-
everything what these boys are saying?
Now, Calvin, I actually have a question for you, Calvin.
What
The Perfect Citizen has also made a video about you. What was your take on the video that he made about you? What was your response? How did you feel? And Calvin, I want you to say everything that you were thinking, whether it's negative or positive
Honestly,
towards
yeah.
Devon. I want you, because he did make a video about you, Calvin. Please express yourself. What were your thoughts on the video he made about you?
Well, I mean, you guys were talking about Dan Sobel at first, and you went on my subject. That's funny.
Well, because you're a guy who also was on his YouTube channel, and you guys still like each other. So I want to know, what was your take on your video?
I mean, he never got in contact with me like how he did Dan. That's why I'm asking him all of the questions like, do you hate me? Do you not like me? That's why I'm asking him all of the questions.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
You're asking Devon. Okay. Thank you, Calvin. Thank you so much. Okay. Go ahead, Devon.
Yeah, that couldn't be further from the truth, Kelvin. You know, you're such a lovable guy. So I don't hate you. I love what you do. I love your movies. And that's why I made a video about you, because you're just so interesting.
Yeah. That right there.
Continue, Calvin, please. I want to hear you.
Well, I just woken up from a nap like 4 or 5 hours ago. I was asleep, and then my cell phone kept going off, and then I hear Dan Sobel texting. I hear Dan Sobel going back and forth with you guys, and I'm like, what is going on? Are these guys getting along? And then I thought the Perfect Citizen was about to start crying in his video when he started making that video. I was like, whoa, he was actually acting on that part. That's good acting.
Oh, I don't think it's acting. I think it's genuine, actually. I think.
Yeah, that's what
Please, Calvin.
I mean, is your heart broken? Are you broken for real though? Is your heart really broken just because Dan blocked you? I mean,
It's
people
it's hurting. It's hurting. We'll put it that way. It's hurting.
I blocked Dan before. Me and Dan, we had our bad times with each other. I blocked Dan before.
But I feel like I could have such a good connection with Dan. You know?
Yeah, I guess that's sort of a big loss for you, huh?
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
That's
He's like Dan is my counterpart. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Dan is like a good talker. I mean, he may have like things that needs to be working on. He's just upset right now. He thinks that you hate him. That's what it is. And I'm trying to tell him that you don't hate us. You're just making a point about us.
Yeah, I don't hate Dan, but I understand his where he's coming from. So
Sure. And Calvin, I would like to personally thank you for talking with us about this
Yeah,
issue.
seriously.
yeah, thank you so much, Calvin.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah, because Calvin, you don't know me or you don't know Jonas, so I get it. It's kind of nervous, kind of nerve-wracking talking to a bunch of strangers about this issue. Calvin, you said you blocked Dan before. Could you talk about that a little bit? What? And now you guys are friends again, so that gives me hope that the Perfect Citizen and Dan Solo could be friends again. If you've done this before and reconnected with him, this could be there could be something positive coming from this. Calvin, please.
Well, Dan has been saying horrible stuff about people. He like telling people that he would killing a minor. That was one of Christopher Leon's friends. He said he was going to kill a minor, and then he's been going after this user called Bella Harris. And
That's
Bella
right.
Returned
the 13-year-old girl or something.
Yeah, and I don't know that girl. I'm not friends with that girl, and I don't know her, and I don't care. And I'm not getting involved with that situation.
Sure.
Yeah, Dan angered me a few times. Chris Leon has done it to himself, he says. Well,
Dan is still here. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Dan Sobel, for being here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here, Dan.
Well,
thank you so much.
Well, yeah, and I feel like Dan did things to himself too by arguing back and forth with these people. And there's some conversations that are recently, and I've sent it to the Perfect Citizen. So the Perfect Citizen and we know about the recent conversations. And the Perfect Citizen is just trying to help Dan. He's not going against Dan.
Sure. Jonas, what's your take on?
Well, yeah, and that goes along with my point too. Like the Perfect Citizen, he does these videos, and not only does he do videos about these people, but he also connects with them too, and is open to live streaming and direct messaging and all that stuff. So there's a lot more to it than just whatever you may perceive a video to be. There's genuine. There's friendship in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Connection.
See what I'm saying? Did you hear that, Dan? Jonas just made a good point to us.
Thank you for making that point, Jonas.
But I'm so sorry, Devon, to cut you off, but I watch other YouTubers rip on these people, and they just say bad word after bad word, 4-letter words.
Horrendous things about each other.
Horrible things about these people. You never once said, hey, this guy is a so-and-so, or that guy is a so-and-so. You never once insulted any of these people in any of your videos. And I applaud you for that.
Yeah, that's
thank you.
Yeah.
I try not to be, I don't want to insult these people. I just want to it's like observing an interesting person. I don't make my videos to insult people necessarily. It's to observe. Now, and now maybe those observations can be insulting at times, but that's not the point of the video. insulting is not the point. Insulting and bullying is not the point.
Right.
Calvin, you were going to say something, please. What were you going to say?
Oh, me? Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I made videos with Dan, and Dan never looked at me like a bully. And I saw videos.
I guess it. Oh, sorry, Calvin. Go ahead.
I saw the Perfect Citizens videos, and I don't hear him say anything bad about us or even Dan. I think what it is he was just trying to help Dan, and Dan kind of looked at it as a threat because Dan keeps saying, report him, he's making bad videos out of me, report him now.
I guess it's just it's really based off of interpretation.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, this is great, Calvin, that you are with us, talking to us right now, Calvin, because you were a subject on his channel. So I would like to hear more from your point of view. But back to what I was saying before, Calvin, how did you hear about the Perfect Citizen, Calvin? How did you hear about him and your video? I would like to know, because you have a video on his channel that he made about you. I want to hear your story. Please, Calvin.
Wow. I like how he repeated that.
I interview people all the time, buddy.
I heard from you from Ben Lucero. I got you from Ben Lucero.
Oh, interesting. What he sent you? He sent you the link?
Yeah, he was mad when he sent that link.
Interesting. So, okay, wait. I have a question, Kelvin. Why did Dan Sobel, Ben Lucero, and others? Why did they never talk about the videos that I made about them?
They did,
but they never posted a video about it on their channel like they may do with other people.
They only talked about it in group chats.
Yeah.
Dan said he wants you to get terminated. I'm sorry for breaking that up. Dan said he wants you to be terminated.
But why did he only say that privately in the group chats and not publicly on his channel?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I mean,
yeah, it's still an unanswered question, I guess.
Sure.
And then you got other people on Discord. I mean, well, Dan was too busy. He was too busy being depressed. He'll talk about it in private with me, and then he'll talk about it with Cooper Holt and other people in the group chat, because he doesn't know how to say it. But I guess when he found out that it went too far, I guess he felt like he wanted to do something about it. And what did he say? Bart Homer the 7th is your friend Andre. Who is Andre?
Yeah, that's Bartman Homer the 7th. Yeah, we had him on the channel because he thought Devon made a video about him. So
he loved it. He loved it on the show. We had so much fun when he was on the show.
We had a lot of fun. We're hoping to do it again sometime soon.
Yeah, we would love to talk to Devon's videos that he makes about it, and we love to bring them together. And we want to find out, what did Devon get wrong and what did he get right? And if Dan Sobel wants to come on here and just be like, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, you did this wrong, he has the floor. He has the floor. So, yeah, so we got Bartman to talk to the Perfect Citizen and to hear about his take on his video. And now we have Calvin with us, who also was made about in a video. So, Devon, Dan's still here, by the way. So
Dan is watching, yeah.
Yeah, but we're talking about Dan Sobel. We're talking about Dan Sobel.
Correct. But Dan Sobel brought up Bartman Homer the 7th. So
yeah,
we're referring to that. So please, Calvin, continue.
Well, it'd be nice. I believe Dan Sobel has heard everything that we said about him now. I mean, he still should be Texan, but this conversation should make him feel better. If it doesn't
I
make
mean,
him,
I hope it does. I do, really.
Me too.
Me too.
I
Me
thought
too.
I thought he'll never come because I know Dan. Like when those boys, when Gabriel be sending me the Google Meets link, he be saying, "Let's get Dan Sobel on," and I be sending
Guys, stop. We got him. He's here.
Hi,
Dan.
Okay, so here's my side of the story. Devon, you're the one behind that account called The Perfect Citizen because you made so many documentary videos. You caused me to do all this criminal behavior. You did this. You made me do all
criminal,
this.
Dan. You're not a criminal. Why do you say you do criminal behavior? You're not a criminal.
Yeah, Dan, the Perfect Citizen is younger than us.
Want to know why? Because people have been calling me bad names like pedophile and zoophile, just like people called Calvin Nance a zoophile when there are no such words.
Dan, there's a thing about zoophiles. It's not a word, but you ever heard of a perversion? You heard of perversion, right? That means
Absolutely not.
okay. It's in the Bible. It means if an adult human and an adult animal mate each other, it comes out as a. So that's why they're saying zoophiles. I don't know why, but they're just saying that. But go ahead, keep saying. Go ahead, Mr. Noble. Take the floor.
Yeah. Yeah, but what you just said me was in the Bible, but Jesus Christ never even said that.
No, in the 10 Commandments, God said a man cannot lay with an animal.
That is true.
You can die faster if you do that to an animal. That's wrong. That's disgusting.
Well, why would people make these videos about you when you were sitting on the toilet wearing an elephant mask? Why would you do that, sort of thing?
No, I think they're saying that I had sex with an animal. They're trying to say I had sex with an animal when I.
Well, that's because they thought wrong, because you were wearing the elephant mask while sitting on the toilet. They look like they're blind or something.
Yeah, I wasn't even sexing an animal. Hey, Perfect Citizen, I have a question to ask you.
Yeah.
Have Dan Sobel and I went to the zoo and had sex with an animal?
I'm sorry, Calvin. You cut out a little bit there.
No, I said, okay, did Dan Sobel and I made a video about us mating an animal?
Yeah, there's a lot of cutting in and out.
Interference.
A lot of interference. I think he's asking about Calvin. Can you just repeat the last part of your question, please?
He said sex with an animal. That's what he's saying.
Okay, thank you so much, Dan. Dan,
you're welcome. And your name was James, right?
Yeah. Hey, Dan, thank you.
B. James, known as the Friendly Man.
Yes. Thank you so much, Dan, for coming with us. I know it's very brave of you to do this, and I appreciate
we appreciate
so much.
this.
Yeah, and I think it was a privileged opportunity to meet you, though.
Hey, I think you're a fun guy. I love your dance videos. You
Absolutely.
spread positive energy.
Yeah, especially my dancing videos of the Wiggles, because I am a Wiggles fan, you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now,
Those
Dan,
are the best.
By the way, Jeff is my favorite Wiggle, you know, because Jeff always falls asleep. Whenever he falls asleep, we count to 3 and call "Wake up, Jeff."
Yeah.
But back in 2013, Jeff had to give his purple skivvy to Lockie, and now Lockie had to fall asleep all the time.
Sure.
And was Jeff always your favorite Wiggle, or was there a favorite Wiggle beforehand?
Well, Jeff is my favorite Wiggle because I grew up with him, along with the other OG Wiggles, such as Greg, Murray, and Anthony.
Yeah. And so Jeff has been your favorite Wiggle right from the start.
Yep.
Now, Dan, aren't there other Wiggles in other territories across the world too?
Yes, I know other generations of Wiggles that I know, James. Back in 2007, Greg had to leave the Wiggles due to a Suffolk intolerance, which led to Greg giving the yellow skivvy to Sam Moran back in 2007 to 2011.
Bless your heart, man. You know so much knowledge. I love it. I love
But
it.
back in 2012, Greg came back to the Wiggles with Murray, Anthony, and Jeff in a Wiggles video called Surfer Jeff, which gave them new skivvies. But now, back in 2013, Greg, Murray, and Jeff decided to retire because they decided to give the yellow, red, and purple skivvies to Emma Watkins, Simon Price, and Lachlan Gillespie, which is Lockie that I already mentioned to you guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Who has been joining with Anthony. But back in 2022, we're going to tell this more of these things. So they had to have an extended 4 members of the Wiggles, which makes it the Fruit Salad TV Wiggles, such as Kelly, Sahai, John, and Evie. Well, basically, Sahai was the red Wiggle at first, but now, ever since that Emma Watkins left the Wiggles due to her PhD and working with the deaf community, which is a new character called Emma Mema, Emma had to give the yellow skivvy to Sahai.
Sure. Dan.
And not only, but more importantly, James, is that after Sahai was wearing the yellow skivvy, she had to give her red skivvy to Katarina.
Oh, the red
skivvy. Already know, well, before Katarina was a red Wiggle, she started off as a wiggly dancer.
Okay. Now, Dan, you have videos of yourself doing the wiggle dance. Would it make you feel better if Devon did the wiggle dance with you? We could do it all together. Would that make you feel better?
Well, sure, but there's more members I forgot to tell you here. So
okay.
let's go on an inventory for this one. So remember when Evie was the blue Wiggle alongside with Anthony back in 2021. After Kelly Hamilton left the Wiggles because Kelly was the yellow Wiggle alongside with Emma, Kelly decided to give her yellow skivvy to Evie, which led to Evie to give the blue skivvy to Anthony's daughter named Lucia.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So I guess that's all the generations of Wiggles that we got from the start.
Dan, you are such a fascinating person. Impressive. I love it. Dan, could you show us right now a wiggle dance that we can maybe Devon and I can do it together?
Yeah, well, I got a favorite song from the Wiggles that I just remembered. Do you remember the song Hot Potato, Cold Spaghetti, and Mashed Banana?
Yes. Yeah, that was Jonas's favorite song.
Yeah.
Really? Mine too.
Wow.
Dan, by the way, that's Jonas, also from the Friendly Men.
Howdy, man. Nice to find you.
Wait, you reminded me of the other type of Jonas, which was Nick Jonas. Is that what you reminded me of?
Oh,
Jonas Brothers?
That's quite the compliment, man. I appreciate
it. Yeah, but Kevin and Joe, I can believe.
It's cooler. Now, Dan, please. Floor is yours.
Okay, it's on my iPad.
Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Hot potato, hot potato. Potato. Potato, potato, potato. Spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, spaghetti, spaghetti. Spaghetti, 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 spaghetti. Mashed banana, 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 banana. Hot potato, hot potato, potato, hot potato, 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 potato.
Calvin, turn on his camera.
Was awesome.
Wow, Calvin, you're such a handsome guy, buddy. Keep that camera on. We love you, Cal. Such a handsome guy. Now, Dan, are you upset that the Perfect Citizen didn't dance with us? Are you a little bit upset about that?
Well, it was a little when Calvin just told me that Devon was behind that account when his face got revealed in one of his videos the other day.
Gotcha.
Remember, Devon, your face got revealed. That's why
remember.
This is why we had the reason to expose you for that.
I remember. Yeah, my face was revealed, but I revealed it in my video.
Yeah, we just caught you there. Kelvin and I caught you there.
You did catch me. You did catch me. That's I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Yeah, we caught you in disguise.
I was in disguise.
Yeah,
But how could you see? How were you able to see through my disguise?
Well, we know the channel name disguised you.
Oh yeah.
Next
Damn.
time you should have worn a mustache. You know. Now, Dan.
Actually, guys, the mustache is like this, man.
Oh,
Whoa.
you got me. You got me. So
Yeah, I guess I forgot to shave this morning.
You look great, Dan.
I mean, yeah. How often do you shave, Dan? Are you a clean shave kind of guy? You like to have the?
Well, actually, I basically get shaved at the barber shop because they get a nice hot towel there.
Oh, even better. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
even better.
I wish
That's
I wish
really
I could afford that.
Yeah. So Dan, my question to you is, what did you eat for dinner tonight?
Well, my parents haven't been cooking for dinner tonight because it's allergy season for me today.
Oh, I hope you get better soon, buddy.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
dinner during allergy
because under the weather because I have my doctor's appointment later tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I have type. Hey guys, I have type 1 diabetes. I'm on insulin pump. I have doctor super, but not in the morning. I don't know when my next appointment. But anyway, Dan Soper was one of my characters in my movies.
That's right. I saw Dan. We watched your movie live. Dan, you did such a good job in California, buddy.
Yeah, I played myself in most of his movies when we were in the what was that movie? What we're in?
Hey Dan,
I think it was that party or it was the wedding movie, I believe.
Oh yeah, I lost that movie somehow. Hey, y'all, me and Dan might make us a new movie. We might go on a new movie.
Yeah.
Dan do good being making.
Yeah, but not only I'm a Wiggles fan, but I'm also a huge fan of Blue's Clues.
Sure.
So the original host was Steve and Joe in the original series, but Josh is the host for Blue's Clues and You.
Dan, did you ever get into Purge the Cowardly Dog?
I have no idea what you're saying, though.
Oh man, I love that. It's a great cartoon. I loved it. It was a little.
Hey Dan, you're getting a lot of interference. We're hearing a lot of other side. Can you just mute for 1 second? Okay, he muted. All right, Jonas. Repeat, Jonas. Oh, Dan's gone. Oh, man. Okay, Calvin, I know you have people starring your movies. I want to do an acting role for you right now. I'm going to act for you. Give me a role and give me my motivation. I want to see if I can make it into a Calvin movie. Please.
Okay, I got one.
Got it.
Mother, I found this woman who is 59 years old. Are you okay with us being in a relationship?
What's her job?
No, wait a minute. No, wait. I'm supposed to be mother.
Oh, switch the roles. Okay.
Yeah, okay. You say mother. I found a 59-year-old woman, and I want to be in a relationship with her. How do you feel about me being in a relationship with her?
You want me to ask you the question? You're the mother, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll be the character. All right, hold on. All right, let me get into the character now. You know, teenager, they wear headphones, okay? So hold on. All right. Hey, Mom, I met this girl off Match.com. She's 59 years old. I know I'm 33, but I think she's perfect for me, Mom. And guess what? Her job, she cleans up garbage, Mom. She's a garbage man. She cleans up all the streets of garbage. I really want to be with her. I feel that my soul is connected with her. And she's got 5 kids that are all the same age as me. Can you believe it? Mom, what do you think? Should I go out with her?
What has gotten in your head, boy?
Well, I mean, I'm a lonely 33-year-old man, Mom. Let me be me.
You are just like your father. Your father left me with a 20-year-old, and he had more kids with her than he did with me. How dare you do this to your mother? Go to your room now.
But Mom, she's not an OnlyFans model. I promise. She's the real garbage lady.
She's gonna be in the garbage when I put her in it.
Ooh.
Oh. All right. How was my acting, Calvin? Can I make it into your movie?
Well, you got the job just that fast. Now all it is, I have to put a costume on me to make myself, and then we'll be in the movie. We'll be ready.
Okay. Now, Jonas has never acted before. Calvin, can you give him a role? Can
Oh,
he try
man.
to?
Okay, Jonas. Let's see. Who can Jonas be? Okay, I got one. Well, Jonas can be your brother.
Perfect.
Your brother.
There we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect.
I want you to be like this. Okay, this is your role. Your role. I don't care what you do in your life. Just be you. Be you. If you're happy, I'm happy. Mom is just crazy. That's your role, Jonas.
All right. All right. We can work with that.
Go for it.
So is this me talking to James as his
Yeah.
brother?
Yeah, you're talking to James as your brother.
Okay. All right. All right.
Well, James is older than you.
Of course. Of course.
You're 26.
I'm 26. He's
33.
33.
33.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go.
And I guess my age would either be 70.
Okay. So
Okay.
what was I going to ask?
Okay.
Oh, what's this 59-year-old woman's name?
Janet.
Janet.
Guys, I'll be
Okay.
right back.
Oh,
Okay.
that's a good name. Hey, that's a good name. How did you? Wow.
I'm just good like that. Hey, Dan,
I'll
if you're
tell
still here,
James.
Dan, come on back, please, Dan. Okay, go ahead,
Tell
Jones.
James. All right, James. I mean, I understand you've kind of come a long way with these ladies, and this isn't really the most ideal predicament to be in. But if Janet is the one for you, by all means, go for it. I mean, what can Mom really do about it? You're a grown man.
Well, Stephen, you being my younger brother, you've been always supportive for me since you were born. When you were a baby, I still supported you. You supported me, and I just want you to know that I thank you so much for your support, and I have to follow what my heart wants, and my heart wants Janet.
Absolutely. And that being said, you got to respect Mom. Mom's going to worry, as always. She's got her own past that she's, um, calloused to. So, maybe tone it down and not, be so ecstatic about it. You know what I mean?
Sure. Well, Dad did leave Mom for a Playmate of the Year 1978. Like that.
And
that's a tough one. I understand what Mom's going through, but she just still holds on to it.
And that's her battles. You know what I mean? You're a grown man. You figure it out for yourself, man. You're not exactly leaving her for, a Playboy model or whatever have you. Janet's 59 years old with 5 kids, and she's 300 pounds.
She is,
yeah. But she's a beautiful woman. You ever heard the more of a woman, the bigger she is, the more beauty, the more woman there is to that. You know what I mean? By that metric, Janet is a supermodel. Okay, and not everybody's gonna see it that way, but you, and that's what makes you special for Janet and her 5 kids.
Thanks, Steve. I appreciate that. Now, help me bring this TV out before Mom gets angry with me.
Yeah.
Okay,
go ahead, Cal.
Okay, well, if we do this movie for real, boys, if we do this movie for real, James, you can share this, and You can get all your other friends to watch our movie with you in it. You can do that, yeah, because it's
Thanks, Calvin. Thanks.
and Perfect Citizen. I know you're not. I know you're not into acting. That's fine, but you can be the guy. You can be the guy under the director list. Well, no,
Ooh.
because I think Perfect. I think this will make him feel interested. How about this? Okay, directed. How about me? How about you be the director?
I be the director?
Are you delighted with that? I hope I'm not asking
I'm
for.
no, I'm honored. I'm honored because usually you're the director, right?
Yeah, written by, produced by. Oh my goodness, y'all see that?
Now,
Well,
go ahead, please, Calvin.
well, if you want to do a video about us, Perfect Citizen, maybe you can make a movie about us. You can ask us to do a movie for you, and we'll do a movie for you.
That would be amazing.
You got me, you got Anthony, Dan.
That would be incredible.
Well, I think, no, let me ask you this. Back to Dan. Dan was so kind enough to come live with us and tell us about the history of the Wiggles. Do you think Dan will unblock Devon after this interaction he's had with him? Or
Sure, he will, because there is no evidence for Dan's. There is no reason for Dan Sobel to be hating people. Dan Sobel's not a hater. He's not
he's a nice guy.
He's a lover. Dan Sobel is a lover.
I would agree.
I met him through Ben Lucero back in the 2020s.
Yeah. So, well, hey, guys, this has been awesome. Calvin, Jonas, and Devon have to work in the morning, so we have to let these fellas go. But Calvin, anytime you see us talking, I just want you to know you are always welcome to come on with us.
Okay.
Whenever you see us.
Okay. Next time you guys go live, we will perform our movie. Okay. Would that be okay?
That would be great. Now, this Thursday, I won't be able to because I'll be interviewing a music group from the Netherlands. So not this Thursday, but next time when we have Jonas and Devon. And follow us on YouTube as well, Calvin, so you get the notifications when we go live as well.
If my other account doesn't get terminated, oh, I hope my other account doesn't get terminated like my other one. I'm trying to keep up with this one. That's why I say we should do this movie on your live stream so our movie don't get deleted. I mean, whatever works for you guys, it works. So
I can do it. I can do it.
We definitely could do our movie next time we do live.
And Devon can direct us.
Yeah.
We'll be the director.
So Sir Calvin, the movie, directed by The Perfect Citizen.
Yeah.
Starring Jonas, James, and Calvin, and maybe Dan Sobel.
Yeah. Or even yeah.
Sure. Now,
That's
hey,
incredible.
Okay, Dan, if you're still out there, dude, thank you so much for talking with us. It's really kind of you to do that.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Now, Devon, before we let go, how do you think your interaction went with Devon or with Dan?
I think it went very well. I think we patched things up a little bit. I think his knowledge of the Wiggles is fascinating.
Amazing.
And I hope he feels a little bit better about our relationship after speaking to him.
Yeah. See, Calvin, this is what the Friendly Men does. We bring people together, we hold hands, and we act out movies together and talk about our favorite ketchup we like to use on our Wendy's cheeseburgers, you know?
Well, that was a good help, and that's a good point. I will have another talk with Dan Sobel again, and we'll go from there.
Thanks, Calvin.
Thanks so much, Calvin.
Man, and by the way, my friend Ant from Ant Reviews Things says you rule. Can you give him a shout out, Calvin?
I sure will. Thanks, Ant Reviews. Thanks.
Thank you.
Get prepared to see our new movie coming up this next week.
Yeah.
Yep. It's called whoa, that title is too tough right there.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, but it's coming out next week, guys. Please join and watch our movie.
Yeah. Now, Jonas, to you before we
It's the movie's going to be called. The movie's going to be called Love Beyond Me.
Yeah,
Huh?
that'll work. That'll work.
Yeah.
Jonas, how do you think today's interaction with Dan Sobel and Devon went?
I mean, it turned out in a way that I couldn't have imagined it. I think everything went exactly how I hoped, and I'm going to be honest. With the hopes that I had coming in here, I didn't have high hopes. If that makes any sense. As how am I wording this? Okay. With what I was hoping for, I had more doubts that probably wasn't going to happen, but it surprisingly happened, and even better. So
I agree, John.
I can sleep tonight. That's what I can say for sure. I'm pretty sure the Perfect Citizen can sleep tonight too.
I think after talking to Dan and talking with you guys and talking to Kelvin, I think I can get a full night of rest here.
Sure.
Yeah. And sometimes when people keep saying you're right about us, they're trying to make it seem like that you are against people like us, and then they're trying to make things more worse. But yeah, we understand.
I would agree.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not against you guys.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say so. And Dan, if you're listening, thank you so much for giving us the Wiggles history. I really appreciate it. Hopefully next time you can dance, show us a dance. But hey, everybody, and everyone that's watching, thank you so much. James, ow. I'm trying to do the Anthony Chabot. Anthony, out. James, out.